Welcome back to another edition of Litter Media Live on Facebook. I'm Mike Smith along with...
Sorry, I was yawning. Aaron Glandon.
Are we boring you here?
Already.
Yeah. It's Friday. Can you sing that song from Car Wash? Thank God it's Friday.
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Oh, gosh. This kid is so young, he misses out on so much culture that we have here. Last Friday of the month.
Yes.
When we, Lord willing, come back on Monday, we'll be in July. So we are going to be talking about our daily topics. If you're new to this program, we have, as we like to say, news that you can use.
Beneficial news that you can use.
So we talk about that. We talk about some sports, mostly on the local scene. Of course, we always start with our weather. We have a road report for you. And the weather looks kind of like this. And if you're new to this is on our website. And those little currents that you see, that's not...
it's not precipitation.
No.
It's wind.
That's the direction of the wind currents. And untypically, it's moving southeast to northwest today.
That is odd.
Usually we go in the... What time did you go to bed last night?
About 1.
I don't even want to know. Shouldn't have asked that much, probably. Yeah, so that's not typical. But today we're talking about sunny and 87. Tomorrow we're talking about showers, and some of those could be severe. So keep an eye out on that for your Saturday with a high of 88. Then we're back to sunshine on Sunday with a high of 84. When we come back, we'll talk about that beneficial news you can use right here on Litter Media Live. First of all, we want to talk about Scioto Valley dumpsters. They represent Ross and surrounding counties, as you can see on our ghost map there. If you got a cleanup project around the farm, around your house, maybe it's your business, maybe you're a contractor, but you don't have a dumpster, give Carl a call, 253-8389 for Scioto Valley dumpsters.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
I've been asking everybody to speak up today. I woke up fine, but when I stood up, it's like my left ear is like absolutely 100%, not maybe 100% blocked. So it's like all I'm hearing is like you're listening in one of those shells at the seashore. And and this is the side Aaron's sitting on. So I'm almost having to turn this way so I can hear what you're saying there. So yes, I use Q-tips. Sometimes that doesn't work. Dan Ramey is on assignment this morning. In fact, right now, as we speak, Dan is out at the Pickaway-Ross Career and Technology Center where the Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost is on hand. He's going to be presenting an award to the vocational school. Dan will have some more information on that sometime late today, possibly even over the weekend. But we'll be talking about it when we get back together here on Monday. Just into us before showtime today. This is like the second time this week we've had a late breaking story.
I think it's the third time.
Just before going on the air.
Yeah, because we had something yesterday, and then the day before that was the Humane Society, right?
So it just got loaded onto our website at littermedia.com. City of Chillicothe has announced an upcoming change that will impact your service expenses. City ordinances 32-24 and 33-24. Passed by City Council on June 10th. You see, well, that's not news. Well, it is if you didn't catch it the first time around. Your rates are going to go up for trash and recycling. Trash rate pickup is going up to $17 per month, and recycling will go up to $4 a month, and that goes into effect this August.
Yeah. The 2024 Asheville 4th of July celebration is ready for its annual 6-day run starting tomorrow, June 29th, and running through July 4th. Noon Saturday has the opening of the Midway with the ride band special running from noon to close. Spectators can purchase a ride band for $22 between noon and 5 p.m. and get the second half off between 5 p.m. and closing that day. Are you going to go down there and ride some rides, Mike?
Well, I wouldn't go down there. I'd go up there. But
yeah.
Are you still a ride guy?
Some of the rides I like, but a lot of them have lost their touch for me. I like the one that it goes around and around, and then it kind of, I think it's called Roundup.
Yeah.
But that one's always been my favorite.
I used to be a big roller coaster guy years ago, but the older I've gotten, it's like, I've seen this before.
The only one that really makes me feel anything anymore is the drop tower at Kings Island.
You know what I enjoy as much as a ride like that is riding on a jet airplane when you're taking a trip.
Yeah.
That feeling was when they're taking off, where it pushes you back in your seat. I think that is so neat.
I haven't been on an airplane since I was 11 years old.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that's my excitement when I go on vacation is the takeoff. So.
Yeah. Join the Pickaway Parks District headquarters in South Bloomfield on July 13th for their Wonders of Wetlands program. They'll embark on a hike to explore the importance of wetlands for the ecosystem. I couldn't decide there if I wanted to say eco or ecosystem. Mm-hmm. Discover the vital role wetlands play and enjoy the great outdoors with your family. The event starts at 10 a.m.
Again, up in Pickaway County. Pioneer Center will have a pool party hosted by them at the Chillicothe Municipal Swimming Pool. This is coming up on July 31st from 7 to 9 p.m. It's open to all Pioneer students, staff, individuals, and families. They just ask you to give them a call. You can email. You can see down at the bottom of the screen there. Trish is the gal that you'll want to get in contact with just to let them know that you will be there. And something really neat, if you're a Civil War history fan, this is coming up in September. It's the Sims Fall Festival, and that's September 27th through 28th. It'll feature the Civil War encampment by the Sons of the Union of Civil War, William McKinley Camp 21, based out of Lancaster, Ohio. The Sherman cannon used in the 1862 Battle of Shiloh will actually be fired on that Friday at 6 p.m. and then again on Saturday 11 to 1. Now, think about that. This is a piece of history that still works, and they're going to fire cannonballs out of this thing. They're also going to be presenting a firing of an 1862 Gatling gun.
That's pretty cool.
Hours for the event for that are Friday noon to 8 and Saturday 10 to 4 in this Sims Farm, which is 1M in this Sims. That's at 11300 Chillicothe, Lancaster Road in Amanda, Ohio.
And our road report today takes us to Hocking County. A concrete bridge deck overlay project is underway on US 33 between State Route 328 and State Route 595. One lane will be closed in each direction, and the estimated completion is October of this year.
All righty. Those are your news topics for today. When we come back, we'll take a look at sports. All ahead. And we want to tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. It's that time of year where the temperatures are obviously cranking up. So you want to make sure that AC is working as it should. Make sure they get out there to check it. And if maybe you have a problem right now as far as it not working the way it should, Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. And they're expert technicians. Give them a call.
Find a career you love with Pickaway-Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway-Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Each week, Litter Media presents the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week. If you have an athlete to nominate, any amateur athlete is eligible. Simply visit littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. At the end of the year, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Make your nominations now at littermedia.com. Click on Player of the Week.
I'm a busy woman, and I'm not ready to slow down.
Tiffany's hip pain was interfering with her career and active lifestyle until she came to the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute.
Dr. Meshbach told me about same-day surgery. I said, I want it now, and I wanted it yesterday.
After a successful procedure, Tiffany was home the very same day and on her way back to enjoying the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Taking a look at sports on the local scene, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes for Scioto Valley. They're having their basketball power camp coming up at Unioto High School July 22nd through 25th. Sessions are for kids entering 4th, 5th, and 6th grades. Now, the boys' camps each day will be 9 to noon, and the girls from 1 to 4 each day. But is there a QR code on that?
Yeah, there is.
Aaron? Blocked out by the camera. If you want to go back with this show, watch it later, just hold your phone up to that QR code, and it'll get you right where you need to go for registration.
Or go to sciotovalleyfca.org. That's the link that it'll take you to.
Gotcha. Paints probably having their longest losing skid of the season. They lost their third straight, losing 6-2 to Du Bois County last night. Now, this Sunday is the wrap-up of the first round, and if you're familiar with the Prospect League, you'll know that they have a first half and a second half division champ, and those teams get into the postseason. Well, as you can see here, the Paints have a 2.5 game lead on Lafayette with 3 to play. So I think if they win one of the next 3,
they're all right.
Going into Sunday, they clinch. But not only losing 3 in a row, but they've lost 4 of their last 10. So hopefully they can right the ship later tonight when they come home.
In pro baseball, the Reds had quite a showing last night against the Cardinals. They won 11-4.
Where's that offense been the last week?
That's what I'm saying. And then the Guardians got edged out by the Kansas City Royals 2-1.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the Royals had the worst record in baseball last year.
I don't know.
Well, look at them now.
Look at them now.
They're 45-38.
I had a buddy that worked for them last year. He did their video stuff.
Okay.
And now,
like an internship?
It was an internship, and now he works for the Braves. Real job.
Gotcha. You like the Braves?
I don't care.
Okay. Are you a Reds fan?
If I had to be a baseball fan, I'd be a Reds fan.
So you don't like baseball?
I'm not a real big
America's
baseball guy.
pastime.
I like baseball games in person. I can't do it on TV.
He's probably one of these guys that spends his time in the line for the concessions.
No.
Pitch, how fast am I throwing, that kind of stuff.
No. I do appreciate the pitch clock. I like that a lot because I went to the game on Sunday, the Reds game, and it was nice not being there for 4 hours.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Didn't go to the concession stand a single time, though.
What?
Nope.
I know it's expensive. But
I'm not paying $6 for a hot dog.
You got to have a dog and a Diet Coke or Pepsi or something before you go.
One of my buddies went and got a Bud Light. You know how much it cost?
I have no idea.
$14.
How big was the cup?
I think it was 16 ounces.
So, well,
It was a tall can.
At $14.
$14.
Wow. Guess it's. I haven't been to a baseball game where I've had to pay for anything for a long time. But when we were at the radio station, we had this thing. It was kind of like the Super Box, where the affiliates would come because we carried the games, and I think we got that deal, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a year, and they fed us and brought everything you want to drink for free. So you know my saying.
If it's free, it's Mike Smith.
It's me. I stole that from Marty Brenneman. When we come back, we'll take a look at this date in history, going back to 1972, a momentous day for Vietnam veterans. All that's coming up on Litter Media Live.
Litter Quality Propane, 92 years of serving propane users in southern and central Ohio. Reliable supply, reliable service, reliable people.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our Kingston National Bank mobility app today.
Are you looking for a beer that satisfies your thirst and love of country? Armed Forces Brewing Company brews beer for patriots. Celebrate freedom with every sip. Armed Forces Brewing Company. Freedom never tasted so good.
Haynes Total Healthcare Center is celebrating 50 years of serving the chiropractic, physical therapy, and nutritional needs of the community. Click on this ad anywhere you see it on littermedia.com and it will take you right to their website to learn more. HaynesHealth.com.
I wonder if Brandon could clear my ear out if I went out there.
I think you need an ear, nose, and throat guy for that.
Speaking of Brandon, did you see the debate last night?
Yes, I
did. The one time where Trump called President Biden Brandon?
Oh, I didn't see that part.
Oh, I've seen nothing on the news this morning that anyone even mentioned it, but I caught it. And it's like, I wonder if that was intentional or what, but yeah. On this date in 1972, a momentous day in the Vietnam War, the first sign that the conflict is starting to take a turn toward winding down U.S. involvement comes when President Richard Nixon announces that no more draftees will be sent to Vietnam unless they volunteer for such duty. He also announced that a force of 10,000 troops would be withdrawn by September of that same year, which would leave a total of 39,000 troops still fighting in Vietnam. It would be, I think, a couple more years before all of our guys got out. But that wind down begins with that announcement on this date in 1972. Yeah. What's up for the weekend?
Going to Indianapolis.
What's out there?
My girlfriend's out there.
Oh, I thought you were maybe going to see baseball or something.
No.
You know what the baseball team's name is in Indianapolis?
I couldn't tell you. I know the football team.
Now, this is a minor league team.
Oh, then, yeah, I couldn't tell you.
But they're a AAA team. Indianapolis, we were talking earlier this week about the Jadwin tournament. Mm-hmm. I was telling you about Mr. Jadwin, who the tournament is named after. Of course, his son, Brad, is a softball coach in our area, Jim Jadwin. He played minor league baseball at the AAA level, and I'm pretty sure Jim, who's deceased now, told me that he played at Indianapolis. If I'm not mistaken, he was a catcher. For a number of years, Indianapolis was associated, I think, one time with the Cardinals. Then it was the Cleveland Indians.
Right.
I don't know who they're affiliated with now.
What are you going to tell me? What
it could be the Reds, for all I know.
Are you going to tell me what the team is?
Well, I don't know. They keep changing the name on their affiliations.
So you don't know either.
See, the Clippers, who are still the Clippers, but that nickname came because they were affiliated with the New York Yankees.
Right.
Which there's a Yankee Clipper. But when they changed their affiliation, they didn't change the nickname. So sometimes they change it, sometimes they don't. I think Louisville used to be the Cardinals because at that time they were affiliated with St. Louis. But when that affiliation changed, I think, is that maybe the Reds AAA franchise now? I don't even know what they are. Are they the Bats or Louisville Bats?
Yeah, I drove right by the stadium last weekend. Don't know.
I think they might still be the Bats, which makes sense because Louisville Slugger company is. You ever been by the Louisville Slugger?
I saw it from the outside.
It'd be the real tall bat that's out in front. We had our pictures taken with that. I think the day we were down there, they were closed. The museum was closed, but you could get into the lobby and see some things, which that alone was still kind of interesting. Well, we hope that you have a great weekend out there. Remember the chance of rain for Saturday with a possible severe storm popping up. Just keep an eye on that. Typically, when we get information on that, we'll put that out on our Litter Media X page. If it's bad enough, sometimes on our Litter Facebook. So just keep an eye on that to be safe. Sunday and sunshine looks a lot nicer. So until that time, for
Aaron Glandon,
this is Mike Smith, and for Dan Ramey, have a great weekend, everybody, from all of us here at Litter Media Live.